Hi, this video is on my testimony of seeing Apostle Kathryn Krick in Los Angeles at the park at 5F Church. I wanted to share this testimony of, I live in Las Vegas, so we traveled there and went into the park and didn't know what to expect, right? We watched these YouTube videos and these Instagram things, and it's pretty amazing what's happening in Los Angeles. And revival is now. It's in the air. And I guess for many years I was under this quest for there is something greater. I can't understand it. I have all these dreams and encounters and I can't decipher them, supernatural, reality, I'm insane, I'm going crazy, right? The in-between. So seeing Apostle Kathryn deliver demons and heal the sick in a park in just an open setting is just mind-blowing, right? It's not in a church building. There isn't 30 minutes to an hour of scheduled worship on a stage with lasers and lighting and drums and guitar. We got there on a Sunday and we parked. We brought our lawn chairs and it was so basic. You could sit anywhere, just stripped down anywhere, and everyone was so kind. When we walked in, they offered my daughter a stool to sit on because I didn't have enough lawn chairs, and it was super intimate, sweet, joyful, and it's in the middle of a park, right? So there's an ice cream man, there was a guy who was Christian too, who was calling her a heretic as service is going, and it was very raw and real. People, it was a real park, functioning park, and we were all under these trees and very stripped down. We had about an hour of worship where there was a female worship leader and a keyboardist, and it was amazing. And actually, as soon as worship kicked off, I was crying in the spirit, just crying, weeping. Her message was amazing. And there was a moment I was sitting on the ground crisscross applesauce, looking up into the trees and seeing the leaves fall and seeing everyone worshiping. And I don't know about you, but I worship like it's just me and Jesus there. So I was pretty in the spirit. I was crying, and I could, it was the Holy Spirit came in like a rushing wind. And I asked my kids after, because they kind of sat in the back, they didn't want us in the front. And I was sitting in the front because I wanted to see it. I wanted to encounter it. I'm not going to drive 4 or 5 hours to not see what was happening or be a part of it, right? It was a taste and see moment. So I talked to them after, and during worship, my husband said, wow, a Holy Spirit wind came through. My daughter said all the hairs on her legs stood up, and she was it was a tickly Holy Spirit feel. And my son, who was they were in the shade, right? He was oh, I got really warm. I felt I was being hugged by Jesus. And it's I was crying because I was what is this? I was and in the supernatural, in my worship with Jesus, it was I could see angels in the trees, and it was a heavenly portal during worship. Yeah, it was insane. I don't know how you feel. I don't know where you are in your journey with Jesus, but stripped down with my eyes closed, worshiping, right? And pouring myself out, pouring out my flesh and my mind and my attitudes and my thoughts, and just in that secret place with God, there worshiping, I was wrecked. And so she preached this awesome word that weekend on, she said it was a leadership training on how to be on fire for Jesus at all times, to hunger for the things he hungers for, right? And in the midst of this, I was crying, and I just felt like God was saying, Stacy, you can do it too. It's really just a relationship between you and God. Because I was how does she do it? She didn't have a security team. She didn't have huge production. She didn't have a big building. She didn't have like this huge congregation, like team members and greeters and sign holders and prayer team surrounding her. It was just her preaching a message, speaking the truth, loving well, like being extra kind, super loving, like holy moly. Like it was just her, and she's no taller than like 5'3", 5'4", petite, and she moved in power and authority and miracle signs and wonders with Jesus, like healings and deliverance did take place. It was insane. It was like heaven collided with earth and the presence of God came, and it's unexplainable. Like the things that we encountered and we saw are things that I'll never forget, right? And as a woman who is like hungering for that manifest presence of God and for his glory to just overflow on earth, like I looked at her and I thought, oh my God, I can do it too. It really just is me in you, God. Like that's all that matters. And the willingness and the obedience and the ability to listen and to hunger for the word and to be in my word and in prayer. Like she's an average woman who is radically obedient and loving and kind and loves the Lord with all her heart. So we got prayer and I kept feeling like, God, can I have it too? And he was like, of course you can. You can have it all. And back in my head, I was like, what if I'm going to manifest something? Or like, you know, I've done the training with her online and, you know, activation and impartation and renouncing it all. And so, like, I didn't fall out. It wasn't like, boom, fireworks and all that stuff. But man, was it raw and was it real? But it just gave me so much hope. Like, she is one bright light in her area that she's called to and where she's supposed to travel. And I just want to encourage you that you are too. That wherever you're called, like if you have that stirring in your heart to seek Jesus and see the real manifest or be the carrier for his glory and revival, it's absolutely for you too. And it's my real testimony of seeing Apostle Kathryn Krick in Los Angeles. It was awesome. Like marked in my spirit, marked in my heart. She's an amazing apostle. She's an amazing teacher. And if you get the chance, I suggest you go see her too. Love ya. Have a great day. If you need prayer, or you want a connection, you have any questions, just message me, email me, comment below, and I'll get back to you. Love you. Have a great day.